Chief Minister Conrad Sangma, along with Arts and Culture Minister Paul Lyngdoh and Michelle Thacker, Head of India for the Welsh Government, inaugurated the third edition of the Tri Hills Ensemble at Usosotham Auditorium in Shillong. The event showcased the vibrant arts, craft and cultural heritage of Meghalaya's three tribes, the Khasi, Jaintia and Garo, and also marked the commemoration of Janjatiya Gaurav Divas. In his address, the Chief Minister highlighted the significance of the festival, calling it a celebration of Meghalaya's culture, society and the people. He added that the festival aims to promote the rich diversity and unique cultural identity of the state on a broader platform. As part of the event, the official web portal for the Arts and Craft Village was launched. Achievers in various fields including literature, woodcraft, filmmaking, indigenous cuisine and tribal entrepreneurship were recognized with awards for their contributions.
Friends, culture is very powerful. And for a very long time, as a state government, we somehow have not been able to take this strength that we had, this power that we had, we're calling it soft power, but we have not been able to really take it forward in the way that it should have been. Our speakers before us, before me, have spoken about how we have tried to promote culture. And some of you who have maybe visited this program for the first time may feel that it's about organizing festivals. But it is far beyond that. It's much more bigger than what meets the eye. Culture is our identity. Our traditions defines who we are. It connects us to our history, to our people, to our past, and allows us to be able to distinguish ourselves in one way from the rest. And therefore, from the government's point of view, we have been very, very clear that we want our young generation especially to be proud of our culture, of what we are. I don't mean to negatively say anything about any, particular community, organization, or individuals. But sometimes we've seen that, we have people who talk about tribal culture and look at it in a very negative way. And it sometimes impacts our young generation. And sometimes they feel that they don't want to connect to who they are. My message to the youngsters is, we want you to feel proud of who you are. You should feel proud of the history that we have. And we want you to celebrate this. And we want you to always remind yourself about this culture as well as the history, and what Bapal today has spoken reflects about how our culture and our people have been through great challenges and difficulties, and yet till date we have managed to maintain this identity of ours. And I would want to see that this moves forward and carries on. And that's why, whether it is the museum, I was so happy to see what Bar Frederick has done today with the museum, his entire team, in fact, and our team from St. Anthony's and others who are involved in really defining and making the Captain Williamson Sangma Museum, which really was not as engaging as we would have wanted it to be, but we are seeing it transform today. And I would like to see that digitization takes place, engagement takes place. The youth and the students who come to see this, the tourists who come to see, should be able to engage and feel our culture and not just see it. And therefore, technology should be used more and more in these kind of museums. And from the government side, I assure you that we will give 100% support. And I would like to see these museums not just here, but in other parts of our state also. And as I said, from the government side, we would like to support this completely and improve the overall museums that we have through involving and activating and engaging with the tourists through culture, to showcasing what Meghalaya has to differentiate us from the rest of the country and rest of the world. So the huge potential that we have in terms of allowing the rest of the world to see what Meghalaya is and to be able to become part of our culture, our traditions, which would then promote our tourism, is a great strength that culture has.
Our friends from Wales may not have known this, but I can tell you that 2 years back, when the Euro Cup was being played and Wales had taken part in one of the matches, before the start of the game, the Welsh team sang their national anthem. And a friend of mine sent me a WhatsApp message saying, why did they copy our national anthem? Khasi sang to the tune of the Welsh national anthem, was written by Dr. John Roberts, who was considered the father of Khasi literature, while Thomas Jones, who landed at Sora on the 22nd of June 1841, was considered the father of the Khasi script. I think there is nothing short of the divine that actually connected the two cultures from very distant shores. It was nothing short of miraculous that Thomas Jones and his wife reached Sora, the cradle of our culture and civilization. He survived a major storm that could have wrecked his mission to the hills. But I think, I strongly believe that it was the hand of God that ensured that the Welsh landed in our hills, gave us our script, introduced us to modern education, introduced us to Christianity. The way that similarly in the Garo Hills, the Baptist missionaries have done. To think of Meghalaya with the two major indigenous tribes, the Khasi Jaintias and the Garos, to have survived thus far, being a community, two communities who on the north are bordered by people of a different faith, a different way of life. Mainland India, which today is the leading population in terms of, globally, the country with the largest population, and to the south of us, Bangladesh, with an altogether different faith and way of life, the 8th most populous nation on earth. And for us, a tiny population that is yet to touch 40 lakhs, to have survived the tests of time, the ravages of history, is nothing short of a miracle. So today we celebrate that spirit, and as we initiated today's ceremony by pouring water drawn from various rivers of Meghalaya to give life to the saplings, let us recall that a tree, however majestic it might look, needs roots. No people can survive if it doesn't have a past, doesn't have a history, doesn't have a culture.
The Welsh and Khasi history in particular is a long and successful one. And today is a chance to celebrate that. A tapestry woven of community, of culture and of heartfelt warmth. O'r heniaeth yn y tir ar y lawon hen yn fyw. Of our ancient language that is in our earth. And age-old melodies that live on forever. That is a passage from a Welsh poem written at the same time that Thomas Jones travelled from Wales to these beautiful hills. And together we have seen our languages thrive, we have seen our melodies sung, and we have celebrated. And thousands of miles away in our mountain home of Wales, people know of the bonds we share with you. And these are bonds that we have celebrated this year in the Year of Wales in India. To know you have such bonds, to know you have such friendships so far away, I think that is something very special indeed. And long may that continue. On behalf of the Welsh Government, I thank you for this honour of being able to join you. I wish you a happy and successful Tri Hills Festival, and may the bonds between us grow ever stronger. Diolch yn fawr, thank you very much.